Sorry, just had to smooth out my hair a little bit. Alright. So one hour was really good for Monday, which I kind of expected it to be good, but you never know. Um, okay. So I found out some things that are a little disturbing and kind of funny. There was a little bit of comic relief, but you had to know the history or else it wouldn't be funny. Okay. So for some reason, Michael Baldwin and Victor Newman were at, I think, the athletic club having lunch, and Diane happened to walk in the door. So Michael tried to be the concerned friend, and uh, Diane actually opened up about how, she and Jack had been going through some trouble because of Kyle, and, uh, you know, she said, oh yeah, we've had some uh, pretty embarrassing moments in public as of late, but um, we're okay until the subject of Kyle comes up, and then it's trouble. So, um, yeah, and then here's the interesting part, and I'm gonna kind of go backwards because I think this is the most interesting part of the whole storyline, but it connects to other pieces. So, okay, follow me here. Um, Kyle decided to team up with Victor Newman to take out Jabot with the other company, Glissade, right? Okay. And I guess Victor thought that if uh, Kyle was working for him, it would create a fracture between father and son, right? And I guess the breakup of Jack and Diane's marriage possibly is a bonus, but I didn't even think of that. Um, but he said the telling moment today is he was talking to Michael, and he said, "Oh, well, yeah, that just means that my plan, what I planned, is going exactly right." And I'm like, "Wow, that's another level." Okay. On the other fronts, we have uh, Billy and Billy and Chelsea officially broke up a couple weeks ago. But it's taken a while for Billy to get over it and to even consider, I guess, dating or thinking about someone else. Okay. Sally, on the other hand, I don't think she's really over Adam, and I don't think she ever will be because, like it or not, I think they always have a bond because, well, I've heard, I don't know from experience, but I've heard that when you have a child with somebody, that's a different kind of bond than most people will ever have with somebody else. So apparently, because they were pregnant with a girl, but they lost her, so I guess that'll be a bond. Um, okay. And then, let's see. And then Adam and Chelsea was really chummy together. So I don't know if that means they're just going to be really good friends and good parents to Connor, which is great, or something romantic. I can tell that Adam wants something romantic, but I still think that Chelsea is on the fence on that one. Okay. And then for the piece de resistance, I believe. Um, what's going to happen with Lily after the fallout with Nikki and Victor? Because remember from last week, and I had a moment too when Lily asked Victor directly, "What's going on here? Did you use me to gather information, or are you trying to get me out of? Uh, you don't plan on putting me in as CEO, right?" And he was him hauling around the whole thing, right? And I said, I got mad because he didn't answer the question directly, and Lily got mad about 30 seconds after I got mad and said the same thing. So I'm like, okay, I'm on the right track here. And And then because she was mad at Victor, she decides to go. Well, not only because of that, just because she thought that she could get a straight answer from Nikki. So then she goes to Nikki, and it takes her forever and a day to say yes. And the look on Lily's face told Nikki and me that she was not happy about what she said because she felt used and kind of exploited for her knowledge, you know, and then tossed aside. So I think she's gonna break the tie, like ultimately, like forever, and that may or may not be a good business move. But personally, it is a good business move because sometimes you have to. Well, it's a good move because sometimes you have to tell people, hey, I may be nice, but that doesn't mean you can walk all over me. And I was talking to my dad the other day, kind of about the same thing, and he said, yeah, sometimes you have to say, don't mistake my kindness for a weakness. So sometimes you have to do that. Um, but I think that she did the right thing where she called Jill Abbott, and it was cool because we don't get to see Jess Walton that often. So they had a video call, and she told her exactly what was going on with Billy and everything, and the fact that he fired her, and the fact that he hired Phyllis, and everything, right? And he goes, and she goes, "Oh my God!" And then get a piece of information which I kind of figured out, but I wasn't entirely sure, so I didn't want to say anything. But now I can say it because Jill said it herself. Okay, Jill said the only reason I gave my power to Billy was because of my health, because I knew I couldn't handle the day to day stuff of being in the business. So that's the only reason she gave her power to him. She didn't have as much faith in him as he thinks she has in him. This is important, I guarantee it. So remember this day and remember what I said, because that little piece of advice, or that little piece of whatever, is going to be crucial in the end. Because when everything comes down on Billy, that's going to be the extra thing that he was not aware of. Because, see, when his mother gave him control by giving him her whatever power of, you know, he thought, oh, my mom has faith in me, and he let it all go to his head. Well, he's going to get a wake up call when he realizes that his mother didn't didn't as much as he thought she did. So yeah, and I think, well, if my past knowledge is any indication of future comings, is going to be Jill's going to put down the hammer on Billy really hard and really soon. So watch out for that. And of course, I'm going to talk about it in the recaps. So when I notice it, I'll talk about it too. I'm just saying it's going to happen. And I would say it's going to be big and swift. Mm. We'll just have to wait and see on that one. Okay, Audra. Now, Audra is an interesting character for me because, um, well, okay, I haven't really talked about this much, but, okay, the actress who portrays her is named Zelinka Silver, and she's of Hispanic descent, right? Okay, so this is important because when we were first introduced to her, I think she was introduced as the I don't know. I'm trying to think of a word, and I'm trying to pick the best word as like a temptress kind of for Kyle, you know. But we quickly saw that she's a savvy businesswoman, so that was kind of that side of it was kind of not really focused on anymore. And then, but now, she is going to be a force to be reckoned with because I think she's going to be underestimated by a lot of people. Because I think that she's going to take the knowledge she has from all the previous things and use it to her advantage, but in a way that no one expects. So, yeah, I wouldn't count Audra. I wouldn't count Audra out. All right. I think that's it. All right. Bye, guys.